This is a special spontaneous holiday sketch that I'm doing here. Hi Loretta, hi Birgit. It's I'm in the south of Italy. It's nevertheless quite cold today, so we are going to draw well a motif that feels like the south, a palm tree, hi Verle, and I will just see, but it seems to work. Yes, wonderful, and hopefully you can hear me too. It's quite an improvised stop here while we are sketching. So I will show you the motif that I have found. It's here. Well, we're just making a little break here, and that's why there is not the sea is behind me, but I cannot really show it to you because it's a parking space here. And this is the palm tree that is really wonderful. And it works perfect when we're sketching this one because we can work here a lot with three-dimensionality. And I have started a new sketchbook for the holidays. I already started a little bit sketching, well, flowers, birds for sure, some bird studies, and some seashell studies. And here is a wonderful space. Oh, David, yes, it's wonderful to see you live here as well. So this is a wonderful space here now to do a little study for the palm tree. So what I have with me is a water-soluble graphite and a water-filled brush. And that's all that we're going to use here now. Let's again have a look at our motif. So when we look at the palm tree, you see that these are overlapping elements. So hopefully you can hear me. Yes, I think so. So these are overlapping elements here because the surrounding is quite noisy here, but we will do our best to keep sketching, right? So this is the palm tree. And what is interesting here are the thorns. So we really have thorns here at the height of the palm leaves. And when I'm sketching it, I will definitely do a very quick sketch because as it is a travel sketch, I'm not sitting here at this parking space for 2 hours drawing it. So I'll use a technique that is quickly done. So we have here those areas that are dark. So I'm only focusing on those dark overlapping areas here. So let me show you what I mean with it. No cameraman here today, but I think we will do it this way. So I'm drawing very roughly those overlapping areas very dark, so that I'm only indicating the position of those elements. And all the time when I'm drawing those dark areas, I indicate those overlapping dark areas here. And these elements are very rough because as they have thorns, you can see it here, they have thorns, which means you can be super quick and super rough when sketching because they are not, well, have no fine surface here. So yes, you should see it this way. So very rough elements, and they are protruding, standing really on both sides, a bit longer, protruding. And I'm not even looking at those elements. I'm just drawing some harsh areas very roughly to indicate those thorns that we've just seen. So it is really kind of an abstract sketch of the palm tree to indicate those thorns. And to explain those thorns a bit more, I will add now this upper area too. So we will draw some of those leaves, just indicate them roughly. And here as well, we can be super quick with the lines, with the strokes, because they are, oh, just 1 second. I Next time, I absolutely need to ask for a cameraman again because it's so much easier to sketch without holding the camera. But very rough, roughly indicated here too, those thorns. So they're going upwards, those leaves, and always very roughly. And it's interesting because I've sketched quite a lot of palm trees already, but I have never seen those thorns. So maybe there are different versions here, or maybe I've really not paid attention or have looked close enough. So this is interesting, and I will definitely check what is happening here, if it's a usual one or if it's unique. And to really make it recognizable, we will add also some of those palm tree leaves, right? To make it a bit more visible what we are going or what we are sketching here. So I'm just adding or indicating those leaves here. Maybe some in the background that we just see some of those big strokes for the leaves. So I'm just drawing them in the background because it's true the biggest focus for us are really these areas, the stem here. So these rough strokes. And the main idea, as I have seen it here, the main idea was really to draw this trunk in such a rough style because it shows its nature even more instead of drawing it with very fine and delicate strokes. So if we compare them, it is really easier to draw them roughly. So this is a perfect motif for a warm-up, for example. And a waterful brush here with me. So I will make a picture so you can add those palm tree leaves here as well. But I'm fascinated by the texture of the palm tree. So as often it's the less beautiful area, the draft that is often indicating the nature even more. So we will focus on this one. And I'm just adding a bit of water, but only in these areas that are overlapping. So as you can see here, I will add water only here on these dark areas, so that we will leave the bright areas white, so that we have even more three-dimensionality here. So just those dark areas, very roughly. And that's enough. Looks very rough here already. So maybe a bit more also the shading for the palm tree leaves or these stems of the leaves. But here also just indicate the dark area and leave a white space so that we have more information and one palm tree leaf to understand what we are sketching here. But I will add more now too. So I just will need to make a picture again to finish it. But the main idea here was the study of the stem and its overlapping nature. And yeah, so we did a wonderful start of the tree study, and hopefully you feel inspired to keep sketching it. So let me turn around for 1 second so that I can talk to you directly. So here is the tree. Yes, and we have the, the leaves just behind here to finalize the sketch. I will definitely make a picture for you so that you can continue sketching and studying the tree. And yeah, the main idea is really, if you want to make a quick sketch, it's more about defining the most important characteristic, and in this case it's the rough line style, so that we even focus on the rough line style when we're doing this shading. And then yes, we can quickly make a palm tree together. So it was wonderful to make a holiday sketch together. It's always wonderful to sharpen my eyes and look around what is interesting and what we can do together. And this also helps me to see more during holidays. So maybe it's a motivation also to take your sketchbook with you when you're on holidays and to make imperfect, quick sketches. And yeah, so I'm happy to have done this with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing your sketches. I will post a picture of the entire palm tree in our group as well, so that you can continue sketching if you want.